All righty, and we got this. Okay, so today is going to be about designing the perfect week to get more done using the slimy frog technique. And I know all of you are wondering, what the heck is the slimy frog technique? And the purpose of this is so that you land six-figure salary jobs, get promoted, do a lot done while working smart rather than hard. And so let me tell you a little bit about my story and why I'm the best person to talk to you about burnout. And that's because I went from a corporate zombie to a very fulfilled professional. And it started in 2017 when I lost 50% of my pancreas to a job. Oh my goodness. That was, one of my most terrible moments of my life. And I remember being in so much pain after the surgery. I just couldn't stand straight for weeks. In fact, I remember that I had to put a mountain of pillows that I had to lean on because I couldn't lie down flat from the pain. And the lowest moment for me was when I was in, just recovering from my surgery. And I had to pee in front of a nurse because I was so used to being this go-getter, super independent. And here I am, in this moment, not even able to go to the bathroom on my own. I really felt like a tortured animal going through this. And this was all because of a job. At that point, I was 34 years old. I was a female immigrant with six-figure salary in tech, was in a leadership position at a top consulting firm, great boss, and on my way into a promotion. But what happened? What was happening for me? I was feeling like an empty robot. I felt like I had to work hard to get these big dreams that I wanted to fulfill. And here's what I was doing. I was putting myself dead last. I was taking pride in not needing any sleep. I was too busy to eat. And I convinced myself that I was happy with my job because, frankly, I was just too busy to look for one. So after a woo meditation exercise that I did with my career coach at the time, and she got me to close my eyes. She wanted me to imagine where I was because maybe she was trying to figure out what I wanted to do and where I wanted to work. And I was so burnt out that all I could think of was a beach. That's all that she was able to get out of me. I honestly felt helpless in my career. I felt very, very, very helpless. And I realized that I desired to help others drive their careers rather than let organizations determine that for them. And my vision became helping A players like me squash imposter syndrome and land jobs they love. And that's when I decided to become a career coach and became a certified master career coach after being an apprentice for an entire year with one of the top, executive coaches on the Forbes Coaches Council. So I was really determined to solve this issue that is plagued in the workplace of so much unhappiness and burnout. And yes, it's all about, working smart and not working hard. That's really what I wanted to solve. So you mentioned that when you reached out. So this is actually funny because it's playing before I actually cover it. But I wanted to say, I decided to build an elite community of A players. And what happened now is that I have more than 83 people in my community who are top performers, and 56 of them have landed jobs that they love. So let me actually let you hear this in the words of my client, Rashid, who ended up landing his first Canadian job at Amazon. So you mentioned that when you reached out to me, you saw a lot of yourself in me. Can you elaborate a little bit more about that? I'm so curious now.
Yeah. Well, yes, I have always been a person or a professional that is driven by passion. I believe in actually investing my time in something that I love, right? It can be, my job, it can be any activity. But so again, I'm driven by passion, and that's how I work. And I saw that exact same passion in you, Nara. And I realized that you were doing this just as I was doing it, not because of money, not because of status, just because of helping others. So that's what caught me. That's what caught me.
So, the moral of the story is that a lot
you
of
mentioned
us,
that when you reached out.
sorry. So the moral of the story is that, ambitious people, A players, people with a lot of passion, we end up burning ourselves out because we are trying so hard to fulfill our passion.